Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I can see the bruises. 2 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Rubio with it. To the middle. Here's Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Towns. Some solid defense from Ayton. Rubio outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside Russell. That's tipped. It's stolen by Sharch. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
It's Russell with the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Now, here's Rubio. Tipped away. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Booker. From deep, Johnson. Phoenix leading by 7. Booker in the corner. It doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
Now here's Ayton. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
And you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Carter with the bucket.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And good that time.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Reed. To the wing on the left. Here's Lehman. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 to shoot. Here's Culver. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Down low. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Baines. Here's Jerome. Back to Baines. Not going to go that time. And so it's Phoenix. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. But he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. That one goes. Count it. Baines has got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns. Here's Culver. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint. Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
The offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
To the paint. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Towns, high post. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Booker. Puts it up from 15. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Here's Okogie. Shot clock at 5. Fires, high post. They get it back.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Rubio outside. Booker looking around. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
The drive by Russell. Wasted no time on that one. Russell's got his second basket of the night. Here's Rubio. It's rebounded by Towns.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bangs home the trifecta. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota trails by 10.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
The shot by Sharch, no good. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Towns. Over Ayton. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
You got to give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
Towns. And so it's Phoenix enjoying a 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, there are some players who are playing career, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things like Chris Paul and Mike Conley that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Russell. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Russell. Over Ayton. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves. Now here's Sharch. Defended by Towns. Rubio right side. Bridges, no one around him. Offline with his 3. Minnesota trails by 8. Pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, known for his athleticism, Johnson can sneak up on you, and that time That dunk looking second nature.
Phoenix calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
For three, Booker. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14.
Well, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Here is Russell. 8 points for him. The three.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
On the wing, Booker. Pass to Jerome. Bridges inside the three-point line. Here's Ayton. Doesn't go that time.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. Now, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Phoenix shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, Booker still has some upside, one of the best young scorers that we've seen in the NBA in the last decade. He's already an established star, and the sky is the limit for this guy. Now he just wants more wins.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
To the wing right side. Sharge trying to break free. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Phoenix leading by 8. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. Minnesota trails by 9. Pass to Culver. Now, here is Hernangomez. Beyond the arc. And that one misses from Lehman. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Pass to Culver. Back to Hernangomez. Here's Reed. 5 on the clock. Here's Lehman. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix leading by 11. Culver with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Reed misses.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Comes up empty down low.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss.
And so it's Phoenix. 13 points up at the end of the period. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Pass to Carter. Rubio with it. 6 to shoot. For 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Basket good. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
2 free throws.